Hi, welcome back to MQ Sews, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to share with you the results of the first Busy Bee sewing challenge and what I made, as well as talk about what I might make for challenge number 2, and I'm going to need your help for that one, so please stick around and enjoy the video. The first challenge for the Busy Bee sewing challenge was to create one of Marrilla Walker's free sewing patterns. We were allowed to pick any of the free patterns from her website. So if you wanted to join in, you're welcome to. You can go there and pick a free pattern and complete challenge 1. I decided to make the Nautilus top, and I asked for your help over on Instagram to decide on fabric. I asked for your help to decide what buttons I should use, although I ended up finding a completely different button in my mother-in-law's stash, which is the one that I ended up using, but I did ask. And the final result was this. So this is my Marrilla Walker Nautilus top, my first one, and it's made in this beautiful silk. It's this nice burgundy color. I used these antique brass colored buttons. It was my first time sewing silk, which was probably a mistake not to do a toile first, because unfortunately this one is a little bit tight. Yes, that's unfortunate for me. I definitely should have done a toile. In my 20 sewing questions video, I talked about needing to make a toile for a particular make that I'd made, and this was the one that I should have made a toile for, because yeah, it doesn't fit comfortably done up. So I can wear it quite happily open, unbuttoned, so in the warmer weather I might wear it with some shorts and a tank top and wear it unbuttoned over the top as like a little extra layer. I really enjoyed making it, but I did make some adjustments before making it. If I hadn't made those adjustments, it still wouldn't have fit. Because the Nautilus top, from the photos I'd seen of it, it looked quite cropped. I'm not going to say that I don't like wearing anything too cropped. I just haven't got any cropped tops in my wardrobe. So I don't know if I like them or I don't like them. I just don't have any, so I decided to lengthen this so that I would feel comfortable wearing it, because yeah, I don't have any tops like that in my wardrobe. So I ended up lengthening the pattern by 5 or 6 inches. I'm happy with the length. That was one thing that I was happy with. I also made the size 7 with a 3.5 centimeter full bust adjustment, and yeah, they were the only 2 things that I changed. So I just added some length and I added some extra room with a full bust adjustment. I'm pretty happy with how it came out, but because it didn't fit, I really felt like for this challenge, even though I'd made the pattern and it's not a made to measure challenge, I decided that it needed to fit. So I ended up making another one. And here it is. I used the fabric that came second in my Instagram poll to make up this second one. I added 1 inch to the width down at the hips where it was really tight, and that's the only thing I changed. Everything else I left the same, so the length was the same. I made the same size. I used the same full bust adjustment. I just added some extra width down near the hips. So yeah, so I made another one. I used vintage buttons that I'd bought at Nest, which is a fabric op shop, a fabric restore in Queensland. I bought the buttons there on holidays, I think it was last year. So yeah, so they finally got used and I'm really happy with that. Instead of doing a facing, I actually fully lined the front bodice, and that was because this linen was quite see-through. So the back hasn't been lined, and you should be able to see my hand in there because it hasn't been lined. If I put my hand in the front, you can't see it. So yeah, so I don't know if you can see, but I also decided to deepen the back facing just because I didn't really like how short it ended up on the other one. So that's all I changed. I'm much happier with the fit of this one. I'll definitely get some wear out of it. It's long enough for me to be able to tuck it in as well, which I think is good. I could wear it open or closed. Next time, if I do make another one of these Nautilus tops, which I think I would, it's quite a quick sew, I would back off the dart by probably 2 inches, just because the point of the dart sits like right on my apex. So it's okay for this one, but yeah, if I'm going to make it again, I will back off that dart just a tad. Probably 1.5 to 2 inches would be enough, so that it's not like pointing right at my apex. So that was that one. I'd love to hear what you think about my finishes for challenge number 1. So yeah, I wanted to talk to you about my plans for the next challenge, challenge number 2, which is the transformation challenge. And the only thing that we've been asked to do is to make something autumn themed. It could be autumn themed fabric, it could be an autumn sort of themed pattern. It just has to be autumn themed. And as you can see, we're in spring and I'm already in a singlet. We had quite a warm day today. So I think I'll just start by showing you what I have and my ideas, and I'd love it if you could let me know down in the comments what you think I should make. I go through my wardrobe fairly regularly, and anything me made that I don't wear does end up in a box in order to refashion it. In that box I found this sleeveless top. This was a Bestie tee by Pattern Emporium, the cutaway sleeve version. I'm pretty sure that it ended up in that box because it has a stain somewhere. I can't seem to find it right at the moment, but I'm fairly sure it had a stain, which is why it ended up in that box, because I didn't want to wear a stained top. But I figure there's a lot of fabric here that I could use to make something else. Also in that box I found this dress. I made this dress for So Frugal 24. I think I wore it once or twice after making it. When I cleaned out my wardrobe last time, it ended up being removed from everyday wear. So I have quite a bit of fabric left in that one so that I can refashion it into something else. And I also have this tiny bit of scrap fabric which is in the same print. So if I need a little bit of extra fabric to make something, I do have that. I also like how these two fabrics could be paired together to create something because they have that pink color in common. So yeah, so if you have any ideas of what you think I should make with these fabrics, I would really appreciate it. This fabric has, I'm going to say, fairly okay recovery, but when it stretches it does lose a little bit of its color, but it does have 4-way stretch. And this is a cotton lycra. It has 4-way stretch as well. I had some thoughts about what I could possibly make with them. Last year I bought the Tilly and the Buttons pearl cardigan, so I'd really like to make that. But I also bought last year the seam work Elmira. They're both very similar patterns. I hopefully have enough fabric from these that I could make one of those. That's my only real idea for what to do with this fabric. So if you have an idea of what I should make, please put it in the comments, because yeah, I'm just really not sure what I'm going to make. So I'd love your input. Well, for some reason, the audio while I was talking about this has disappeared. So I'm here while I'm editing to tell you what I was saying, but is a very autumn sort of thing. So if you have any ideas for the denim, or if you have any ideas of what I should make with my refashioned handmade items, I would greatly appreciate if you could put those things down in the comments. I think I have 7 pairs of denim jeans that I can refashion, so yeah, quite a lot of denim. But yeah, I have nothing else to say. I've forgotten what else I was talking about here, so that's it from me. I hope you have a creative day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!